I'm Father Timothy Matkin with the Rector's Ramblings for April 29th, 2018. And I want to talk about church-going by the numbers. If you look at actual Sunday attendance, which is really the number that matters, some of the figures about church-going and Christianity may surprise you. Some examples. Would it surprise you to know that the largest church in our diocese, the Diocese of Fort Worth, is the Spanish language congregation San Juan in Fort Worth? The largest Anglican province in the world is not the Church of England. In fact, it's the Church of Nigeria, which has about 50 times the number of people in church on a typical Sunday morning and is still rapidly growing, thanks be to God. Across the Bible Belt, as we call it, we may feel like a community where most people go to church on Sunday. But did you realize that less than a third of the people who live here are in church on Sunday mornings? And less than 20% of Americans go to church regularly in what is considered to be the most church-going nation on earth. In America, we consider ourselves to be a Christian nation, and yet church-going is increasing and shrinking at the same time. Increasing in raw numbers, and yet shrinking as a percentage of the total population. Well, what to make of all this? It's interesting. Hawaii, of all places, is one of the few states where church attendance has been growing lately, and at a faster rate than any other state. But it's kind of starting near the bottom, so it has a ways to go. Would it surprise you to know that the number of Christians in communist and officially atheist China is growing so steadily that by 2030, it could have more churchgoers than America? At a time when churchgoing is on decline here, it's exploding in Africa and Asia, both in adherents and attendees. Since the ending of Mao's violent anti-Christian crackdown of the Cultural Revolution in 1976, Christianity has been expanding in China at a steady and increasing rate. Even more astounding is that these figures really only account for China's official recognized churches and don't include the wide number of house churches that are off the books and off the record. Remember, God promised that the gates of hell would never prevail against his church. And in these changes, we see that old adage being demonstrated about all things becoming new. I'm Father Timothy Matkin. If you're in Dallas, I hope you'll join us at St. Francis Anglican Church. You can look us up at stfrancisdallas.org. Please like and share, and we will see you there. God bless.